A KTLA-5 exclusive. Pictures you'll only see here tonight. The dramatic FBI arrest of 3 Inland Empire men accused of a terror plot. The arrests came just days before the men were allegedly boarding a plane to Afghanistan. Good evening, I'm Micah Ullman.
And I'm Cher Calvin. After months of investigation, the FBI arrested the suspects at an apartment complex in Chino on Friday. We have team coverage tonight. KTLA-5's Jim Nash is live in Chino with exclusive photos and details on their arrest.
But we begin with Glenn Walker in the newsroom for us with more on the investigation and the alleged terror plot. Glenn.
The criminal complaint filed in federal court in Riverside against the 4 alleged Southern California terrorists. It turns out that a confidential informant actually helped the FBI terrorism task force stop the terror plot to kill Americans in Afghanistan. Now, KTLA, as you've seen, also has exclusive photos of the moment that 3 of the alleged terrorists were taken into custody. The FBI has confirmed these exclusive KTLA photos provided by a loyal viewer named Juan captures the FBI-led Joint Terrorism Task Force inside a Chino apartment building. 3 of the men arrested in Chino and a 4th man arrested in Afghanistan, all part of an alleged international terrorist plot.
They had a Honda Civic with 5 guys surrounded, and they told one by one to get out of the car. They all had their service weapons drawn.
The defendants described potential targets for violent attacks, including overseas American military personnel and bases.
The overseas bases located in Afghanistan, where the FBI alleges 34-year-old Sahil Oman Kabir was already making travel arrangements for the other 3 to join him and the Taliban at an al-Qaeda terrorist training camp. Kabir, a Pomona resident born in Afghanistan, was a naturalized U.S. citizen who served in the U.S. Air Force from 2000 to 2001. The criminal complaint alleges Kabir was the ringleader who recruited 23-year-old Ralph De Leon of Ontario and 21-year-old Miguel Santana of Upland, introducing them to radical Islamic doctrine. De Leon and Santana then recruited 20-year-old Arifin Kojali of Riverside.
If you look at the Anwar Awlaki admiration, if you will, their review of his tapes, his messages, his lessons, there was an extensive amount of their admiration for him.
The criminal complaint alleges after Kabir converted Santana and De Leon to Islam, they told an FBI confidential source of their plan to travel from the U.S. to engage in violent jihad.
There was no way they were going to get on that plane.
Now, the FBI will not confirm what our witness to that arrest told KTLA. He says that it appeared to him the driver of the car surrounded by the FBI on Friday morning in Chino was, in fact, the FBI's informant, who we understand will receive $250,000 for his part in foiling the terror plot. If convicted, the 4 men arrested are facing a maximum of 15 years in federal prison. In the KTLA-5 newsroom, I'm Glenn Walker. Cher, back to you.
Okay, Glenn, thank you. And 3 of those 4 terror suspects were arrested outside an apartment complex in Chino. KTLA-5's Jim Nash is live at the scene with more on the takedown and those photos you will only see on 5. Jim.
Yeah, Cher. KTLA-5 has learned that it was here in the parking lot of this Chino apartment complex that the FBI arrested those 3 men from the Inland Empire Friday morning as they prepared to leave the country, apparently bound for Afghanistan. Here are more of the exclusive photos you'll see only on 5 of FBI agents arresting 3 young men from Upland, Riverside, and Ontario. Residents here were shocked to suddenly see a car being surrounded by more than a dozen federal agents who handcuffed and searched the men. This witness, Jeff, took some of the photos. He says the FBI pulled several suitcases and duffel bags from the suspect's car, indicating they were about to leave the country, along with a separate set of California license plates they pulled from the car's trunk.
They had a separate set of plates that they pulled out from, I'm guessing, the trunk, and they just had them on the ground. They're just taking photos of them.
Could you see if they were California plates?
Actually, they looked like they were California plates.
One of the men arrested, 21-year-old Miguel Santana, lived here with his parents in Upland. Yesterday, FBI agents came to his parents' apartment and seized evidence. Neighbor Jean Collins took pictures of the agents through her window.
It's like right around my corner. I don't know what to say. Like, it's just, I didn't think it'd be right around my house. You see it everywhere else, but right around your neighborhood, like right 2 doors down, like it's speechless. I don't know what to say.